Welcome back. Peloton has issued a recall for a version of its clip-in bike pedals because the axle may break and injure users. Peloton says the recall applies to PR70P pedals. They replace some bikes sold between July 2013 and May 2016, affecting about 27,000 bikes. Peloton said it has received 120 reports of pedal breakages and 16 reports of injuries. Of those injuries, 5 people required medical care, including stitches. While no other versions of the pedals have been recalled, Peloton recommends customers change their bike pedals annually. And Rudolph is getting a new home, and it's bound to be a lot nicer than the island of misfit toys. The figures used in the Christmas special Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer are going up for auction. Auction house Profiles and History announced that a 6-inch Rudolph and an 11-inch Santa used to animate the 1964 special are being sold. The pair of puppets is expected to fetch between $150,000 and $200,000. And even after 5 decades, you can manipulate the puppets just as the original animators did. And good news for travelers, United Airlines is starting a COVID-19 testing program. Beginning today, passengers traveling on United from San Francisco International Airport to Hawaii will receive a coronavirus test. Passengers can choose between a rapid test at the airport or a drive-through option at United San Francisco Maintenance Center 48 to 72 hours before their flight to Hawaii. Travelers who test negative will be able to bypass Hawaii's mandatory quarantine requirements once they arrive. And a new study warns the coronavirus could erase years of progress for working women. It found that 1 in 4 women are considering downshifting their careers due to the impact of COVID-19, or worse. Michael George reports from New York.
For many working women, the coronavirus has led to hard choices and new realities.
I had a lot of anxiety.
I was not sleeping at night. I never thought I would have to leave my job.
When the pandemic hit, Kenesha Mayweather left a job as a warehouse associate because of safety concerns.
I have a 1-year-old. She has breathing issues, and I also have a 13-year-old. She has a rare type of cancer, and so I really had to leave my job because of them.
A new joint study from McKinsey & Company and LeanIn.org finds 1 in 4 women are considering leaving the workforce or downshifting career goals because of the virus, far more than men.
Women cannot be expected to live up to business as usual expectations right now. Nobody can.
Only 1 in 3 women of color say they heard from a manager about how they might be doing following racial incidents of violence.
We know that Black women who had an ally over the course of the pandemic are 2.5 times more likely to see a fair workplace and to want to stay.
The study finds women also face a caregiving crisis during COVID-19, with mothers 3 times as likely as fathers to be responsible for childcare.
I was a 3rd grade teacher.
Kate Orr quit her job at an elementary school to care for her 4-month-old.
It's just human nature as a mother to want to do what's best for your family.
Researchers suggest employees take bold steps during the pandemic to create a more flexible and fair workplace for women and men, and set clear goals to ensure all employees feel supported. Michael George, CBS News.
The report also found many senior-level women are feeling burned out due to greater demands both at work and at home. And there is a COVID risk that you may not have thought of, and it has already led to cases in 1 state. We'll have all the details next on Valley News Live at 4.